All right, as promised, a video on how to use a calculator. So this is my favorite kind of calculator. It's the one that I always use when I actually have a calculator instead of just a computer near me. So excuse my fingers as I press some buttons here. But if you're using a TI Texas Instruments calculator, you should have this same button here. For our unit, the PRB button is going to be your best friend, standing for probability. And when you press it, you are going to get these three options. And what these three options accomplish is everything you could possibly need for our unit on permutations and combinations. So you see our first option that it defaults to is our permutations, so NPR. So it's in the exact same format that we use in class, in our notes and how we use the formula. So that one's there. If you use the arrow key, it'll go to the next one, which we haven't covered yet, but we will be getting to combinations. That's actually our next lesson. And then finally, we've got the exclamation mark, and that's obviously our factorial. So you can select any one of those. If you are using these, how you type them in is, if I want 8 factorial, I literally type in the number, go into probability, and select the factorial. Oops. Make sure I don't press the wrong button there. Okay, and then I would hit equals, and it would give me my factorial. Okay. If I'm wanting to use the permutations one, like if I'm doing 5, pick 3, then I would literally enter it, the number for n, then my permutation, then 3. I would hit equals to get that answer. Okay, same thing works for combinations. So you'll have to look on your calculator. It might be a little bit different, but you'll have a button like this, or you might have the factorial showing up in like that font above a button. You might have those 3 options on 3 buttons. So you'll have to check your calculator. You might have some sort of guide on the inside. This calculator has some kind of funny other stuff in terms of settings, but some calculators I know do have a guide to the different buttons. This one comes with, again, the instructions, and you see for combinations, it actually tells you right now how to do that. So your calculator should have something like this. If you've lost it, you might want to Google it, but you can find some sort of button. Any scientific calculator should have the capacity to do what we need it to do for permutations and combinations. If you are using a graphing calculator, that's the only kind of exception to the rule, then you're going to see something different, and I'll be putting out a separate video for that.